Preparation is key to successful job interview. There was a time when I was interviewing a candidate. She asked as she walks into the room, "How long would this interview take? I'm making a taxi wait outside." I told her that this interview was over as she didn't reserve time for us. We don't have time for her. This shows lack of preparation. Job interview is more than just showing up and answering interviewers' questions and hoping or wondering if you did a good job or not. The fact that you are invited to the interview means the interviewers had seen something they like in your resumes, and through an interview they're trying to confirm their thoughts and feelings. As head of HR department, I get to interview candidates on a regular basis. Repeatedly, I see lack of preparation from candidates. From the way the resumes were written and candidates' reaction to commonly asked questions, and from the competencies exposed during the interview, we can tell how well the candidate is prepared. There are certain things and ways the candidates can prepare for an interview to show the interviewers that they are the ones who best fit for the position. Also, interviewers use certain techniques to identify the type of person whom they are looking for. It is crucial for candidates to prepare themselves well in order to pass the interview and get the job. Let's start with general phases involved in the interview process that candidates should follow and prepare for. Candidates need to know that the job interview starts well before sitting down with the interviewer. That means preparation. Preparation is first and vital part of the job interview process. Candidates must conduct an honest and thorough self-evaluation. This will include education, job, and life experiences, accomplishments, skills, and capabilities, etc. They need to come up with the specific qualities in each one of these areas. Candidates submit standard style, not personalized resumes, and also they not fully or truthfully fill out company applications. Resumes must be developed in certain ways for interviewers to easily look at, or online system to easily filter. Candidates need to dress for the role, not for the interview. They should spend sufficient time to study the role, the team they are going to work, and even direct supervisors they will work together. Prepare for questions and assessments during the actual interview. When learning about the company, a typical candidate goes to the company website and gets basic information. Instead, they should find someone to talk to who worked there or worked there before, who knows the company culture and people, accomplishments and everything. According to careers.workpolish.com, there are certain things that candidates should be prepared for the day of the interview. Arrive on time. Surprisingly, a lot of candidates come late for the interview. Prior to the interview, they should find how long would it take to get to the interview location, or even drive by day before to get the best route or get a feel for traffic. Bring something to write with, and also bring an extra copy of resumes just in case. Take notes as the interviewers tell you about the company and the job, and the notes will help you ask quality questions later on. Preparations equip candidates with knowledge about the company, which gives much needed confidence during the interview. Zig Ziglar said, "Success occurs when opportunity meets preparation." Candidates must align themselves to the character that the interviewer is looking for. Read the job descriptions carefully and align your self-evaluation qualities with the requirements listed in the job descriptions. Also, ensure that your resume information and work experiences match the requirements of the job or the position. In addition, confirm that the company had received your resume. Practice being interviewed. Ask someone to interview you and get their feedbacks. If you can't find someone, you can record yourself and replay the recordings to find opportunities for improvement. There are common questions that candidates gets asked and need to answer in certain ways. Also, certain questions they have to ask. According to the muse.com, some of the commonly asked questions are: tell us about yourself. Why should we hire you? Tell us about a conflict you faced at work and how you dealt with it. For example, a good way to answer the question, tell us about yourself, is to tell them about you in the past, present, and future structure, instead of telling them what is on your resume, which they already know. There's no right or wrong answer to most of the questions. The interviewers just want to see how you react. Smile, and while smiling, quickly think of ways to answer that question. But answer it with confidence and courage. It is important to stay positive and stick to aligning yourself to someone whom the interviewers are looking for. When chances come, ask quality questions that exposes what interviewers think about the job, the company, and the culture. For example, a question: compared to your previous companies, how different is this one? Will give you the information about the organization's culture and atmosphere. Understand that each interviewer and the company is different. Research how the company does their interviews. Also modify your tactic depending on interviewer's level of position. Interviewers use STAR technique to identify star over false actors. Interviewers ask specific case and the way the situation is handled. After some time, they go back to the certain question or situation and ask you to tell them again how you handled the case to verify if your stories match. Prepare specific cases and experiences in response to commonly asked questions. Remember the job description requirements and prepare specific stories related to each of the requirements: who, when, where, how, and why. It is important to try to become someone interviewers looking for through the preparation. Going through a job interview should be as important as the job itself that candidates are seeking for. Because we don't go through job interviews often, we lack preparations, experiences. Therefore, it is important to properly and adequately prepare for the interview and try to become someone whom the interviewers are looking for. DNC 3830 gives comforting instruction: if ye are prepared, ye shall not fear. I assure you and invite you to prepare well so you will get the job of your dreams.